Hello, Andrew here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my predictions for this week's fixtures in the Barclays Premier League. So, on to the first game. Chelsea versus Leicester. What was it? Over the New Year period, because last week was FA Cup, Leicester won 3-0 against Huddlesfield. And Chelsea had a 2-2 draw with Arsenal. I think twice they took the lead in that game, Chelsea, and twice Arsenal pegged them back. So, that was a really, really good, really, for both of them. You know, neither would want to lose a big game like that. So, Leicester do well at home, but do poorly away from home. So, I expect Chelsea to win this one, I think quite comfortably. I'm going to say a 3-1 to Chelsea. Crystal Palace and Burnley. Burnley have been, again, the surprise package in the Premier League at the moment this season. They've really done well, and they've really performed against the big teams, but not so much against the little teams. That's where, that's where they're getting their points at the moment. A couple of results that they could have got results from, they haven't got. They were very unlucky again against Liverpool. Van Dijk on his debut. No, that wasn't on his debut. What am I on about? Do you know what? I'm completely thinking of a complete different game. Van Dijk scored against Everton on his debut. Against Burnley, it was one of them games, that, again, Burnley gave it the all, and we got a good, a 2-1 win, and I'm, happy to have won that game. But going back to it, Crystal Palace, they beat Southampton 2-1, so they're on the up again. Crystal Palace, I think they're nearly in the top 10 now. They've actually really picked up. They were bottom of the league, and now, they seem to be. This one's going to be a tough one to call though. I'm dragging this one on a bit. I think. Do you know what? I'm going to go for a draw. I'm going to go a 1-1 or a 2-2 draw, because. Both teams doing well, at the moment. So I'll go 2-2, a 2-2 draw. From there, Huddlesfield versus West Ham. Huddlesfield, their last game, as I say, they lost 3-0 to Leicester City, and West Ham won 2-1 against West Brom. Now another team that's on their way up. Looked like that they were going down, and it's been changed around. So. This one could be another tough one to call, but I don't know. I just think West Ham may snatch it. I'm going to say 2-1 to West Ham. From there, Newcastle versus Swansea. Swansea lost 2-0 to Spurs, and Newcastle won 1-0 against Stoke. That was almost a downfall for Mark Hughes. He literally had changed 8 players for the match against Chelsea before. They got smashed by 5 goals, and basically to try and get the win against Newcastle, and then they lost 1-0 to Newcastle, and then they lost in the FA Cup to Coventry. So I don't know who's taken over Stoke. I haven't looked on the sports yet, but it might be a caretaker manager. But even with a caretaker manager, I don't think Stoke's going to do well. But anyway, this is Newcastle and Swansea. I'm going to say, do you know what? I'm going to say another draw. I'm going to say a 1-1 draw. From there, Watford versus Southampton. Watford have been mixture lately. They lost 3-1 to Manchester City. And Southampton, as you know, lost 2-1 to Crystal Palace. This one, I think both teams need a win here to get a boost of confidence. I reckon they're both going to go for it, and I could see quite a few goals being. I'm going to see a 3-2 result here, because I think both teams are going to go for it, try and get back on winning ways. I'm going to go for a 3-2 to Watford on this one. I just feel there's going to be a lot of goals in this game. West Brom and Brighton. West Brom, as I say, they lost 1-0 to West Ham, and Brighton. They drew 2-2 to Bournemouth. That was a pretty decent game to watch, to be fair, that Brighton Bournemouth. This it's a tough one to call, this one, but I think West Brom might just snatch it. I'm going to say a 1-0 to West Brom. From there, you've got Tottenham versus Everton. I mean, Everton lost 2-0 to Manchester United. Sorry, just need to wet the whistle. And as I say, Spurs beat Swansea 2-0. With Spurs being at home, you'd expect this to be a home win. By how many goals? I'm going to say 3-1 to Spurs. So, then you've got Sunday's games. Bournemouth versus Arsenal. Bournemouth do pretty decent at home. Arsenal are going to want to bounce back from their 4-2 defeat against Nottingham Forest. But, do you know what? I can see Arsenal getting disappointed here, and I can't see them winning it. I'm going to say a draw. I'm actually going to say Bournemouth are going to get another draw, and I'm going to say another 2-2 draw. I just feel Bournemouth at home play pretty well. I mean, as I say, yeah, Arsenal are going to look to bounce back from the Nottingham Forest game, but I don't think they will. Then you've got the big one. Liverpool versus Manchester City. We all know what happened the last time these two met. I will talk more about that tomorrow when I do my preview for Liverpool Man City. At the moment, as I say, we beat... where is it now? We beat Burnley 2-1 and Manchester City beat Watford 3-1. So, this is a tough one to call. But I feel that at Anfield, the last team to score 3 goals against us was a Champions League team, and that's Sevilla at Anfield. And I think that's what Man City are going to have to do to beat us, is score 3 goals. Because I reckon this is going to be, we're going to just snatch it up a 2-1 or 3-1. So Man City's going to have to score more than 3 goals to beat us, I reckon. I'm going to go a 3-1 Liverpool. I know Man City's not been beaten in the Premier League yet. But when we faced them, before everything that all happened, we were the team looking most likely to score. So, and it's just descending off ruining it. But both attacking team, Liverpool love that. I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool. And the final game is Manchester United versus Stoke on the Monday. As I say, Man United beat Everton and Stoke lost 1-0 to Newcastle. And as I was saying earlier, even with a caretaker manager, there's only one result this is going to go. And I think this is going to be a 3 to 4-0 hammering. To be honest, I think Stoke's going to get hammered. I'm going to say 4-0 to Manchester United. So that is my predictions. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Please share with others. And that is my little lady, my girlfriend in the background. That's alright, you don't have to apologise. And I call her little lady because she's so tiny compared to me. Anyway, I will be back before the Liverpool Man City game tomorrow. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.